Hi, welcome back to now day 26 of the craziest journey you'll ever hear about. I've learned how to unlock DMT, which is the most powerful psychedelic on the earth. It has caused a permanent shift in how I connect with consciousness. And it's not just me either. I have taught an ever growing number of people how to do this, and their lives have become really bizarre but incredible. Like they're straight up adventures at this point. But we have direct contact with NHI on an almost daily basis. And I'm telling the entire story and the things that we're learning along the way while doing a 40-day water only fast. I'm not doing it for weight loss. I'm doing it so to take me seriously, but I'm down 34.1 pounds as of today. But yesterday we talked about how hidden knowledge is starting to resurface and how science hasn't feels like they intentionally ignored consciousness, but it's going to be super important. But things are happening and you can actually observe them. But where do you look? What do you look for? So let's talk about some of that. So for those of you that want to watch, this isn't just some abstract concept. This shift is actually happening. It's measurable in ways that you wouldn't expect. So let's kind of see a couple of those ways. So you got let's go increased psychic and intuitive abilities. Like people all over the world are reporting an increase in telepathy, precognition, and synchronicities. If you've been paying attention, you might notice that even in yourself, if you've had maybe more vivid dreams or lucid experiences, or just maybe time passes by a little bit differently. Some people are talking about stronger intuition. I have that significantly. Over the last year, it's greatly improved. But you can also see people that can channel messages. They go into a meditative state and get messages from other dimensions and other beings. But when you start listening to a lot of them, like that can do that, you start seeing themes to know that it's actually dysfunctional and actually works. And some of the stuff they're talking about and predicting is actually starting, and I'm seeing that all over. Like this isn't just a spiritual concept. Like this mainstream research has actually explored telepathy. The CIA's Gateway Project is one of them. The Stargate project, where they actually proved remote viewing was real. And if you watch what these people can do, it's fascinating. There are groups of them that can do this stuff even on TikTok. It's wild. It's so cool to watch. But we know firsthand that there are certain intelligence defense programs have actually been recruiting people for this program. This has happened to some of our people. Um, there's people who exhibit these strong psychic perceptions that and remote viewing abilities. They are trying to find them for these programs that we don't understand what they're doing yet. They've been hiding it. And it's for sure they've been hiding it. That information is out there too. Those veils are going to drop soon too. But for those who haven't heard of it, the Schumann resonance we talked about the other day, that's the Earth's natural frequency. It's usually like a solid 7.83 hertz. But over the last, like it's been months, it's been doing crazy, crazy stuff. And it's like just this week, it went off for just exactly 24 hours. Super confusing. You can feel the energy in your body and the changes in it. You can have fatigue, headaches, bursts of energy, all sorts of shifts. But if you pay attention to it, you kind of get a feel for it. The Gateway Project too, like you can teach yourself to fall asleep but still be mentally awake and actually leave your body. That is something that is real. That is something I have done. I've seen people do it, and there's a lot of people that can do it. And this is a real thing. Look at the Monroe Institute, real thing, fascinating stuff. This is all stuff nobody's ever talked about, really. But it's been around for a while. I don't get why nobody's ever talked about it. It's legit. No longer fringe. So, one of the other crazy things that's happening is the governments and corporations and religious institutions feel like they're collapsing. Like the structures that are built on secrecy are just crumbling. You've got people waking up to corruption all over the place. And it's going to continue. It's going to get way worse. But be prepared to be disgusted. This is not going to be pleasant. There's going to be some really dark shit that comes out. So truths that were once suppressed are now coming to light. Like suppressed technologies and ancient knowledge, like the stuff that's coming to us, is being exposed at an increasing rate. It's not just us, but we're using DMT, but this is happening to people all over the world that are having incredible downloads without it. This is why we are seeing official UFO disclosures too. The government's all the CIA released thousands of pages of declassified documents on remote viewing, all real. Epstein, Diddy, JFK, RFK, MLK, USAID. We're just getting started. All of this is going to get dirty. It's going to be gross. We're not going to like it. But the veil has to drop. The truth has to come out. because everything is shifting. So if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that more and more people are reporting contact with higher dimensional beings. It's all starting to come out. The stuff that we've talked about. There's going to see more and more of that happen. They're everywhere already. Like I told you the other day, I've seen 16 of them myself in just the last 8 months. These increased reports of spirits and angelic encounters are happening everywhere too. People are waking up to the images of Jesus all throughout the Middle East. And if you go look at that story, it's fascinating. But there's also more and more people that are going to be able to tap in naturally to consciousness like never before. It's wild to see how many people are just all of a sudden realizing they have this ability. This is because the veil of the dimensions is thinning. And these barriers that once made it hard to perceive these higher realms, it's dissolving. And we are seeing more people experience this firsthand. So we are legitimately in the middle of a collective awakening. If you start looking for it, you can see it. These things that we are experiencing firsthand, or like the DMT breakthroughs, these increased telepathy, and like direct physical contact with non-human intelligence, are just a small part of a much bigger shift. Tomorrow, we're going to shift the focus in a big way. Everything we've discussed so far has been leading up to the next phase. We are diving deep into DMT, my favorite thing. The key that I found to unlocking a new level of interaction with consciousness, non-human intelligence, and the reality beyond this one. And I've learned things that changes everything. And I'm going to teach you exactly what I know. This isn't theory anymore. This is real. And this is about to get even crazier. You may have never heard of me before or any of this, but I will tell you this. I don't think there's anyone on this planet that understands this molecule more than I do. And we're going to about to dig into some really cool shit. So buckle up. It's going to get incredibly weird. And I hope you're ready. So I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you then.